Hello everyone. This is the next game in the series of Steinitz versus Chigorin World Chess Championship match, which was played in Havanna in 1889. So Chigorin was up 1 point. The score was 2-1 for Chigorin after 3 games. And Steinitz plays knight f3. He had white in this game. This is the game 4. After d5, d4, Steinitz just repeats the position that brought him success in the game 2 of this match. So bishop g4 by Chigorin, and then c4. Well, Steinitz decides to play normally now, without knight e5, which is also good. But knight e5 is better. So bishop takes f3. So Chigorin is desperately trying to prove Steinitz wrong. He not only gives up a bishop pair, he wastes 2 moves for it. So Steinitz just captures towards the center. e6. Now this move is bad and it doesn't suit Chigorin. And he abandoned this move later. He played d takes c4 against Steinitz afterwards, and then knight c6 against Lasker in the same position. He won both games, so he learned his lesson. So after c takes d5, queen takes d5. Like, Chigorin is playing out of his mind, and he's getting his queen out very early. And basically, in other lines of Chigorin defense, this would be possible, but here this is not possible because e4 pawn can be pushed, and black has wasted time with e6. So, of course, knight c6 was better before that, instead of e6. So here, after e4, bishop b4 check, knight c3, and queen a5. So basically, Steinitz has advantage, but it's nothing that serious yet. So bishop d2 is correct move, unpinning this knight, and then Chigorin plays knight c6, which is nearly a losing move. Well, this is the move which cost him the game, though. So Chigorin goes for piece activity, but here this is really not possible. Because it's a different type of position than the regular Chigorin defense position. So d5 was played by Steinitz, just attacking Chigorin's knight. And here e takes d5 doesn't make sense. If Chigorin wanted to go for piece activity, he should have played knight d4. This is a much better move, because e takes d5 basically loses time and gives white a3. Now, white gets enough time to play a3 with this move, and I mean, Chigorin isn't completely mad here. He plays knight d4, but because he's one tempo down, he doesn't have enough time to make this attack work. Okay, the bishop can't be taken, it seems, but actually it can be taken. Steinitz could do this. After a takes b4, queen takes a1, queen takes a1, knight c2, king d1, and knight takes a1. But after knight takes d5, I mean, Steinitz is threatening knight c7, and the problem is black can't castle, because those bishops will simply murder the king, and the c7 pawn will fall sooner or later, and basically black has no development. And Steinitz is still better here. And this knight looks trapped. It seems so, at least. So, after here, let's see. After knight d4, bishop d3 was played by Steinitz. So, just removing all threats of this knight c2 business. He wants to keep here maximum advantage. He doesn't want Chigorin to go into that position, which we just saw. Here, castles was played by Chigorin, which is another bad move. He thinks that he has enough after his bishop gets taken, but unfortunately he doesn't. Because after knight f3 check, queen takes f3, queen takes a1, and just simply king e2, well, yes, queen takes the b2, and okay, so basically what is happening here? White is a rook down, but he has 2 pieces for it, although he also lost like 3 pawns for it. Maybe less, maybe 2. But okay, the idea here is that, first of all, the queen is badly placed, and black has no development. This can't be right. Also, white can simply capture one of the pawns here. So rook b1, first developing with the tempo, and after queen a3, everything comes with the tempo here. Knight a5. Queen has to go back somehow, because it's getting trapped there. And now just queen takes f7, threatening mate. And after queen b6, well, rook c1, just threatening that check again. And after knight h6, well, Steinitz just takes another pawn, thanks very much, attacking the knight, because after rook takes c7, well, in some variations the knight might be loose if the black queen moves. And now d takes c4 was played, but after queen takes c7, and queen takes c7, rook takes c7, and king b8, bishop takes e4, and Chigorin resigned the game. Because there is simply nothing that he can do. There is no way of protecting the b7 square, and I mean, his rooks are not active. Only one of his rooks is active, and his knight has no decent moves, and he's simply down 2 pieces for a rook. And his king is not safe at all. So at this point, Chigorin had lost 2 games so far in this match, and both of them were out of opening. Steinitz lost one by blundering in an equal position and then going for cramped positions in the third game. So after 4 games, it was drawn 2-2. So this is a famous game, actually, but it just shows that Chigorin sometimes played this kind of openings very recklessly, and he was punished for it. But he learned his lesson, and he played different move against Steinitz and then against Lasker afterwards. Thank you.